Hello everyone, Yvette Allen here with ELA Education Services, and August is here. And we know what that means. School is about to start. For some people that's exciting, and for others it's not so exciting. But for those headed to college, I have a couple of tips for you as you move through your first weeks in college. Number one, set a monthly budget. So whether you are staying at home while you're in college, moving up the street, or moving to a completely different state, you need to know how your expenses will look while you're in college, and thus you'll need to set a budget. So how do you do this? You don't have to have any type of fancy software to establish a budget sheet. Simply a Word, Microsoft Excel document will do just fine for you to set up a budget. So once you have your Excel spreadsheet, or however you chose to track your expenses, and funds coming in, you want to do a couple of things. You want to make a couple of columns. You want to have a column indicating your income, what will be coming in. Will you have a part-time job? Will you be solely reliant on a financial aid refund? Those are things to think about in terms of income. And then you'll have a list of expenses. And so for expenses, you want to think about things like utilities, toiletries, beauty maintenance, school supplies, books, cell phone, gym, transportation, groceries, rent, and emergency funds. And those are just a couple of examples. Also, as you are listing out your expenses for the school year, think about the things you're going to get for free or that you're already paying for through tuition and fees. So, for example, gym memberships. Most colleges, and double check on this, but most colleges are going to offer you access to a student rec center or a gym that you can utilize for free while you're there. So that could be a cost that you don't have to front the bill for. So think about all those things that you could be getting for free, reduced prices, or that you're already paying for with other fees that you're paying to the institution. So now that you have an idea of your income, your expenses, things you might be able to utilize for free, now go into your Excel spreadsheet and make the list of all your expenses and how that compares to what you're bringing in. And what's left over will be the extra money that you might have for other things that you don't necessarily need, but that you might want to utilize your funds for fun things. We'll call it fun money while you're in college. So tip number 2, take a campus tour and or city tour. And this could be useful because, well, A, you'll know how to get around campus, but also on those days when you're like, well, there's nothing to do, right? You'll be familiar with the campus, the services offered on campus, as well as some of the things that you might be able to do around the city to occupy your time. Number 3, attend a welcome event. I know it sounds scary, but just as scared as you are, just imagine there's other students who are just as scared, who want to network with other students and meet new students as well. So attend a welcome event and you will be probably relieved to find out that a lot of students are thinking the same way as you do, and you could meet your next friend. Welcome events are so great to get you connected to campus in so many different ways. Connected to new students, connected to faculty and staff, connected to things that are offered on campuses for you to hear about the different clubs and organizations. So do not miss the opportunity to attend welcome events, meet new folks, maybe find a new friend, and you'll be happy that you went. Number 4, get to know your instructors. Do not just wait until you have an issue to go to your professor or your instructor's office to say, hey, I need to speak with you. But take some time. Look at your syllabus. You'll get a syllabus on your first day of class. Look at their office hours on the syllabus and be strategic about going to their office just to say hi, to ask about course content, to chat about course content. That way, if something does happen, you're not just going by their office when you have a problem, or worse, at the end of the semester when you didn't get the grade you wanted. Their office hours are there for a reason, so use them. And believe me, they're more receptive to individuals who have been engaged all along in class than those who they've never seen before and only come by when there's an issue. Number 5, set a schedule. Managing your time in college is going to be so important. You're going to have class, possibly other activities, community events, and whatever else could be on your agenda, right? So you're going to need to make a schedule to say, hey, these are times when I need to study. These are the times I'm in class. This is the time I have left to participate in different activities. And that way you don't get so overwhelmed in everything that you have to do. And it also gives you a sense of how many hours in the day you're using so that you can strategically say, hey, I don't have time to participate in that activity because I need to be studying, or I'm already in 3 other organizations and I just don't have the time.